folks, CNC Woodworker with you here again. After the success I had on that test carve with that single letter on the dual carve, I thought I'd try carving my shop sign one more time. And I tell you, this I was 98% done. And I don't know, folks. It's not looking very good. I wanted to point out too that right here my brush on my dust tube is just barely touching the surface of the wood there. It's not being pushed down or pushed up or any way that I don't see how any way it could interfere with the carving. I've had someone suggest that that was a problem, that my brush was interfering with the carving. Well, I just don't see that happening. But, I'm going to let this go ahead and carve. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for now, and when it's finished, we'll come back and look at the finished product. Alright folks, let's start this over again. Maybe I can get this right. See the X? The X marks the spot. Now that's where I set the 1/8 inch bit. I'm sorry, the 1/4 inch bit, using my paper method to bring the bit down until it traps the paper, and then raise the bit up one increment until it releases the paper, and then bring it back down that one increment and start carving. And when I changed out to the 1/8 inch bit, that's the same thing I did. I brought it down on the paper until it just trapped the paper, raised it up one increment, pulled the paper out from underneath the bit, set the bit back down one increment, and told it to start carving. Now, it did not, this time it did not cut that groove around the edge or around the letters like it has every other time previously. Really don't know what I'm doing different than what I've always done since day one. I just don't know. But must be something I've done different because it's changed. But anyhow, the carving is pathetic. You can see all this rough in here, the rough around the letters, all the rough in here. It's like it carved part of the letter, but it didn't carve all of it. Instead of going down around the letters, it left a small ridge all the way around the letters. Now people will say, well, you didn't re-zero at the same spot. Well, yes, I did. As I told you, I used X as a spot, and I did the same things I did on the test. Now I'm going to move this and pan it a little bit, get a different view. But all along, you can see how rough that carving is all along the piece of work. It's just as rough as can be. And back in here, it's left chunks of wood. All down in here, it's left a chunk. It's like it didn't carve a section. So, I don't know, folks. I don't know where to go with this. I've just about had it with this dual carve. I've got 2 or 3 guys tell me they had no trouble carving a dual carve. Well, I don't know what they're doing different than me or what I'm doing different than them. But something's not working. As for now, I'm through with it until I can get Inventables to talk to me, which I've asked them 2 or 3 times to look at my videos, and they haven't. I'm going to submit one more time and send an email to them and say, look guys, I need to know what's going on because something's not right. Either I'm doing something totally incorrect or something's not right with this dual carve. I don't know if it's something in my software, which my software shouldn't be any different than anybody else's software. It all comes off the net like everybody else's does. But yet, as you can see, I'm getting these substandard poor results. And it's totally not acceptable. I don't know what's going on or what's happened, but something's not right. So I'll pan this one more time. You can get a good look at it. I'm looking through my viewfinder, and I know from experience that it'll show up much better on the video when the video is posted. But you can see for yourself all the roughness is in there and how that's carved and how that is left where that should all be smooth in there around the letters and in the open areas of the sign. It should be as smooth as can be, and it's just as rough as can be. So I don't know what to tell you, people, but something's not right. So for now, this is a CNC Woodworker, frustrated again as usual. Only with the dual carve. Now let me emphasize, I'm only really frustrated with this dual carve because everything else I've carved, it carves beautifully. Every other sign I've made, every other desk nameplate I've made, carving, anything I've done with the X-Carve, it's worked wonderfully, except for trying to do this dual carve. So it's either something I'm doing that I don't realize that I'm doing, or there's something wrong with the dual carve system. So for now, this is a CNC woodworker, frustrated again, but trying to keep my spirits up. And remember, folks, whatever you're doing, enjoy your carving. Have a good day.